You did?
Let's do a props check. Just make sure that everybody's props are in the right places. Yeah, got everything.
Okay, Charlie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful.
I'm good.
You good? Wonderful.
I'm good.
Fantastic.
We're all good back here.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Let's just make sure that we got the okay on costumes. I want to make sure everybody's good.
Is it it's back there?
It's definitely.
It's definitely not back. Okay. You moved that.
I can't touch anyone that much. Like, I'm not okay with it.
It's back here, so it's like.
Oh, you're right.
Hey, Charlie.
Did anybody
Well, shit.
happen to see
Charlie.
in a seagull?
Yes.
It's like a little stuffed bird.
Yeah. What's that? Sorry.
Do we have
Like,
the correct
I don't know.
water?
It's a props department where you work.
Oh,
on
the
it.
water? Yeah, your Fiji water? Yeah.
Hey, we won't
Oh,
be
that's
mad.
okay.
Yeah, well, 'cause
yeah, it's not your job.
Heavy on, and it was not.
Yeah, it is our job.
It is-
Okay, I'll make sure that they got the Fiji
Mind
back
it.
there
It's
for
a big
you.
deal.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
We'll
I
find
got
it.
you.
We
I
have-
got you.
we
Hey,
have, like-
makes perfect sense to me.
A while to the run.
Don't worry about
And
it.
we have the gun, right?
Yeah.
We've got
No,
the
no,
gun.
let me.
Good.
Okay. No, you said. Okay, I'll
We got, are we set for top of the show, set-wise? We good? Arthur, Ashley, we set for top of the show? Set?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, when everything comes up, it'll be set.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. Thank you.
We don't have the gun.
Ashley, can I get you to just, can I get you to just make sure that Irina's costume is set and ready?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
double check. Maybe it's in the house.
Yeah, see if it's in there.
I'm going Emma. I got your flask cleaned for you. I cleaned it just before.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
I got you. No worries.
That's great. Some of the fires from the end of show yesterday weren't working. Did we fix that?
Yeah. We got
Thank you. I know that's such a small thing, but
it. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
throws me off.
Throws you off. That's okay.
Throws me off.
Hey,
No gun.
hey,
It wasn't like
Hey.
under the dress.
hey,
I mean, you can check.
hey.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Is this?
Are we sure, Arthur, Ashley? Are we sure that we're set for top of the show? The set doesn't look right to me. Do we have the flowers? The flowers? Over by the benches?
We're about to. That was a test, and you passed.
Ah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Whew. Hey, look at me. I'm doing a good job, guys. Awesome. Is that good? Is that the right orientation for the flowers? I don't know. That doesn't look. Can we flip that?
Yeah.
Can we? Yeah. Okay. Is that right?
That's not how it was yesterday.
Is that right?
It wasn't like that yesterday.
Flip them back. Let me see them the other way.
It's really looks like the more you look at it, the more you get in your head about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Fuck it. We'll leave it at that. That'll be good. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be good. Good warm-ups, y'all. Good warm-ups.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you, we couldn't find a pencil for Trigorin, so we're just going to use a Sharpie. Just for today.
Yeah, just for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, just for today.
Yeah, I don't
After,
think any of the designers will mind.
No. I think that'll be
They've
fine.
been there.
Yeah. Speaking of which, thank you very much. I would like to thank the designers in the audience today for coming out. Thank you very much for your participation, for watching the show. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
First rehearsal, it's like it's been a while.
They
Yeah.
disappear. We never see the designers. It's so nice you're all here.
I mean, the gun's not really that important.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, 'cause I think that's like a thing about Chekhov plays is like you see the gun, but he never uses the
You
gun.
never use the gun. Yeah, you see it at the beginning.
And it never comes
And
back
then it
again.
goes away.
It goes away.
So I feel like that's a thing.
That is a thing, yeah. See it and it's like,
And so it
5 to show, everybody. 5 to show. Oh, 4 to show now, but 5 to show.
if he does see a seagull or gun,
4.
let us know. You don't need to bother Carly.
Technically, okay.
Make sure that they're here.
yeah. If you do see a live seagull, like tell us that's not the one for the show, but just tell us anyway. That's good to know. Thank you.
Is everything good down there, guys? Arthur, Ashley, you guys okay? Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, we're good. We're not looking for anything.
Yeah, we were just examining these curtains because they're nice.
They are nice. Coming out, the producers, it really, we wouldn't be able to do this without you, so it's very much so appreciated. Thank you all for coming out. Since we got, performers and everything, this is our first tech run, so let's get cell phones off. I just don't want to have any interferences. I want to make sure that everything's set. So, silenced, off, whatever it is. Let's not distract our actors. Okay. Oh man, we've got everything set then. Let's get house lights down, y'all. On your own time, everybody. Good luck. Break a leg.
Why are you always in black?
I'm in mourning for my life. I'm unhappy.
Why? I don't understand. You're healthy. Your father does well enough. Life is a lot harder for me than it is for you. I make a total of 23 rubles a month, not counting all the deductions, and you don't see me wearing black?
It's not about money. Even a poor man can be happy.
Yes, in theory, but in practice, it's a different story. I've got my mother, my 2 sisters, and a younger brother to feed, all on a salary of 23 rubles. And we need to eat and drink, don't we? We need tea and sugar and tobacco. Things are tight. I don't mind telling you.
It'll start soon.
Yes. You know, Nina's going to be in it. And Kosta's written it. They're in love with one another. Tonight, their souls will merge to create a single artistic vision. But, my soul and yours don't meet anywhere. I love you. I cannot sit still at home because I miss you. Every day I walk 6 miles here and 6 miles back to just meet with nothing but indifference on your part. Well, it's understandable. I have no money. We have a large family. Who'd want to marry a man who can't even feed himself?
Stop it. I am touched by your love, but I can't return it. That's all. Do you want some?
No thanks.
Hold. Sorry, can we take it from stop it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
touched by your love, but I can't return it. That's all. Do you want some?
No thanks.
Hold. Sorry. Can we repeat that?
Yeah.
One more time? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Same spot.
No thanks, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks.
You good? Oh, yeah. Stop it! I am touched by your love, but I can't return it. That's all. Do you want some?
No thanks.
It's stifling. Bet there'll be a storm tonight. All you ever talk about is money. According to you, there's nothing worse than being poor. But in my opinion, it's 1,000 times better to be a poor beggar than to... Oh. You wouldn't understand.
One is not oneself here in the country, my dear. And it's understandable, but I will never get used to it in here. Yesterday, I went to sleep at 10 and I woke up at 9 feeling that my brain was stuck to my school. So strange, so strange. And then after lunch, I went to sleep again. And now I'm feeling totally wrecked. It's like constantly living in a nightmare, as it were.
But you really should live in the city.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll let you know when you're starting, but right now you're not allowed to be here.
Oh. Please, please. Masha, dear, would you be so kind to ask your father to unchange that dog? Otherwise, it will be howling all night, and my sister didn't sleep again last night.
You can tell him yourself. I shan't. Leave me out of it, please. Let's go!
Don't forget to tell us when it's starting.
Okay, that dog is gonna be howling again all night. Anyway, as I was saying, never lived the way I wanted here in the country. We used to come here for a month's vacation, to rest, that sort of thing. But the moment we arrived, it was so intolerable. We wanted to leave at once. Leaving was the best part. Well, now I'm old. And there is no place else to go. But one must keep living whether one wants or not, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hold. Ashley, I don't have the watch on Constantine.
Sorry.
Oh, my God. It's all good. It's all good. We got it. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's costumes. It's all right. Good. Awesome.
It'll start soon.
Now this is what you call a theater. A curtain, a wing at either side, and beyond that, total emptiness. No scenery of any kind. No, a view straight onto the lake and the horizon. We'll raise the curtain at exactly 8:30 when the moon is rising.
Splendid.
If Nina doesn't get here soon, then of course the whole effect will be ruined. Oh God, she's already late. Her father and stepmother stand guard over her, and getting away from them is like escaping from prison. Your hair and beard are such a mess. I think you need a haircut or something.
That's the story of my life. Even when I was younger, I always look as if I drank like a fish, and never had any luck with ladies either. So, tell me, why is your sister so annoyed?
Why?
Yeah.
She's bored. She's jealous. And she hates me. She hates my play. She hates the show because she's worried that her famous author might take a liking to Nina. She doesn't even know my play, but no, my mother already hates it.
Well, I think you are imagining things.
No, she's already upset that it will be Lena's triumph on this little stage instead of hers. Quite the character, my mother. She's talented. All right. She's intelligent. Oh, she'll weep buckets over some book and reel off the whole of Nekrasov by heart. Oh, yes. She'll nurse the sick like an angel. But try to praise Eleonora Duse in front of her. Oh, no. No, you have to worship her. You have to rave about her, cry in rapture over her astounding performance in The Lady of the Camellias. Oh, but here, in the country, she can't get any of that. So she becomes bored, jealous, and we're all her enemies. It's all our fault. And she's superstitious. She's afraid of 3 candles, the number 13. She's a miser. She has 70,000 in the bank in Odessa. I know that for a fact, but ask her for a loan, she'll start to cry.
You've got into your head that your mother is not gonna like your play. And that's what's bothering you. Come on, your mother adores you.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. See? My mother doesn't love me. So true. She wants to live. To love. Her bright, beautiful clothes. But I'm 25, and a continual reminder that she's not young anymore. You know, when I'm not around, she's 32. But when I am, she's 45, and for that, she hates me. She also knows that I do not accept her theater. She loves the theater. She thinks she's dedicated to serving humanity with her great art. But in my opinion, contemporary theater is banal, boring, and conventional. When the curtain goes up, in a room with 3 walls, these artificial lights, these great talents, these priestesses of sacred art, they show us reality. How people eat, drink, make love, or walk, wear their fashionable clothes. When they try to fish some sort of a moral out of the most banal scenes and lines, some sort of a pathetic reach me down maxim that'll come in handy around the house. When they serve up the same thing over and over again, and then I run like Malpasant ran from the Eiffel Tower, which crushed his brain with its vulgarity.
Where would we be without the theater?
What we need are new forms. We need a new form of theater, and if we can't have it, we'd be better off with nothing. I love my mother. I love her very much, but she smokes, she drinks, she lives openly with that author of hers. Her name is always in the newspapers, and I can't stand it anymore. I know it's probably my ego talking, but I hate that she's a famous actress. And I think that if she were just an ordinary woman, I'd be much happier. I mean, can you imagine a worse situation? It's so stupid. She'd be entertaining a whole crowd of celebrities, artists, and writers, and I'd be there, stuck in the middle, tolerated only because I'm her son. I know what they're thinking, and I feel humiliated.
So, why don't you tell me the gossip about these celebrated authors of her? He's hard to figure out. He's so quiet.
Our celebrated author is actually Line.
Intelligent.
Line.
Unpretentious.
Unpretentious. A little bit, melancholy. He's very decent, really. He's not even 40, but he's already famous. These days, he drinks a lot of beer and makes love to old women. As for his writing, what's there to say? He's, Line.
Clever. Talented.
Clever, talented. But after Tolstoy or Zola, you don't want to read Tregorn.
You know, I'm rather fond of writers, you know? Two things I was absolutely passionate about. I wanted to be a writer, and I wanted to get married. Never managed any of them. But it must be nice to be even a minor writer, all things considered.
I hear some. I cannot live without her. Even the sounds of her footsteps makes my heart tremble. I am desperately happy. Enchantress, my dream!
Not late! Please tell me about me.
No.
I've been worried all day. I was so afraid that my father wouldn't let me go. But he just left with my stepmother, and I rode here like a madman. I'm so excited.
Looks as though you've been crying too, my dear. Dear me, that will never do.
You're right. I need to leave in half an hour. Don't make me be late. My father doesn't know that I'm here.
Well, actually, it's almost time to begin. We better go get everyone.
I will go. Allez, venez, Milo, où s'asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, Milo, et prenez bien vos aises, vos pieds sur mon corps et vos pieds sur une chaise. You know, I used to sing that song, and one colleague of mine told me, Your Excellency, you have a very powerful voice. But then, after a pause, he added, but not a very good one. Je vous connais, Milo, vous ne m'avez jamais vu. Je ne suis qu'une fille du port, une ombre de la rue.
My parents don't want me to come here. They think this is for too young. They're so afraid that I will become an actress one day. But I'm drawn here to this lake like a seagull. I lost my heart to you.
We are alone.
No, I think someone's coming.
No one.
Hold. Sorry, take it from We Are Alone.
We are alone.
I think someone is coming.
No one.
No, hold. Okay, take it from We Are Alone again.
We are alone.
I think someone is coming.
No one.
What kind of a tree is that?
It's a pine tree.
Why is it so dark?
It's evening. Everything's getting dark. Don't leave early, please.
I have to.
What if I come to your house, Nina? I'll stand in your garden and stare up at your window all night.
My parents, no, my watchman will see you, and Treasure's still not used to you, he'll bark.
I love you. Who's there?
Great, guys, great, that's great. Okay, let's jump to the end of the scene. Yeah, end of the scene. Do I have the moon? Can I get the moon? Yeah, look at that. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, to the end of the scene. Cool. Constantine, we're gonna go off of your line. Go, yeah.
Sulfur. Everything's ready. Go.
Yeah.
On our own time.
Are you nervous?
Yes, very. It's hard to act in your play. There's no living characters in it.
Living characters. No, a playwright shouldn't present life in reality, but only as it comes to us in dreams.
But nothing happens in your play, and there's nobody to talk to. I definitely think there needs to be a love story.
Okay, great. That was good, guys.
Charlie, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, what's up?
I didn't want to bother you before, but Philippe C still hasn't signed it.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm
Wait,
wondering,
what?
all the Dorn scenes, we could just skip them until he comes?
Oh, wait. No. Because I need to be able to get those. I need the timing. Those are like, that's a lot of cues to let out on.
C's not here yet.
Oh, because I actually, okay, so I'm going to kind of, Philippe H is also not here.
What?
That one I did kind of get to the bottom of.
Oh my God.
So it was, he texted me earlier this morning saying that he's with his family in Jersey, and I was like, oh, okay, he'll be here soon.
Right, yeah.
But he didn't mean New Jersey.
Oh.
Oh, like Jersey, England?
Yeah, like that.
What the
Like,
fuck?
That's why the timing was so weird.
yeah.
Dude, we go on in like 2 days. What is he doing over there?
So but look, Ilya small part like Dorn. So since we don't have the Philippe's, what if we just skip them?
No. I don't want to skip anything. That's a lot of cues. And I want to get the timing down. I want to make sure that we got like the right timing here. I'll tell you what, just for today, let's have you guys stand in for them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I know Ilya's lines. Like,
okay. So then, yeah, we're perfect.
I know them, yeah.
I don't want to do that.
No, it'll be okay. We'll grab a book and we'll do that. I just need you for the placing.
Yeah. I'm a stage manager.
No, hey, don't stress about it. It'll be fine.
Jordan's a doctor, and that's like a stage manager.
You're like managing the human body. It'll be fine. You got this. I promise you'll be fine. Hey, grab a script. Let's get you in place. We're about to do. We're gonna run into scene 5. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Right. Awesome.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey, good job, guys. Let's keep it moving. Scene 5, everybody, on your own time.
Big art.
She gave a wonderful performance in '73. An absolute triumph. Superb acting. You wouldn't happen to know what became of that comic actor, Pavel Shadin? Oh, he was marvelous, dear lady. I swear, even better than Sardovsky. Where is he now?
I don't know. You're always asking me about prehistoric characters. How should I know?
Pavel Shadin. Oh, there's no one like him these days. The theater has certainly declined. Before, there were mighty oaks, and now we only see stumps.
There aren't that many bright stars today, that's true. But the general level of talent is much better.
I cannot agree with you. However, it is a question of taste.
Constantine, when do we begin?
In a minute, please be patient.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnst my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and graying spots. And not leaves tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying, making love over the nasty stock. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to commence. Your attention, please. I shall begin. Oh, you honorable, ancient shadows which drift at evening's fall on this lake, lull us to sleep, and let us dream of that which will come to be in 200,000 years.
200,000 years, there will be nothing.
Then let them show us this nothing.
Just let them, because we are asleep.
Hang on, guys. Let's hold in place. Sorry, I'm having a sound issue up here. Give me 2 seconds. Let me resolve this, and then we'll hop back to it.
Okay, thank you,
you.
Charlie.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Now. I wish.
I'll tell you what, Irina, we're gonna skip to your line. Okay.
It must be high art.
Mama!
Hold. Sorry. Can we, let's go to the end of Nina's performance.
Okay.
But until that time, horror, horror.
Wait, hang on, sorry. Where's the eyes? Can I get the eyes? There, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, sorry, from where you were, Nina.
But until that time, horror, horror. My powerful adversary, the devil, comes closer. I see his terrible crimson eyes.
Oh, goodness, this is very frightening.
Mama!
Cold, cold, cold. Empty, empty, empty. Horror, horror, horror.
Enough! The play is finished! Curtain!
Why are you so angry?
Curtain! The play is finished! So sorry. I failed to realize that only a chosen few can write plays and act on stage. I violated the sacred law. You know, to me,
What is the matter with him?
Irina, you can't treat a young man's pride like that.
What did I say to him?
You hurt his feelings.
Oh, but he said at the beginning that it was a joke.
Well,
So I treated it like a joke.
my dear, listen. It's not a joke.
Oh, so now it appears he wrote a great work of art. Well, excuse me. Now I see he created this performance and perfumed the air with sulfur not as a joke, but as a demonstration. Oh, he wanted to teach us how to write and how to act. I'm sorry, but it's just boring. And his constant attacks on my work and his caustic remarks, well, it's enough to drive anyone crazy. The willful, egotistical boy.
Hey, he wanted to please you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then why didn't he choose some normal play instead of forcing us to sit through this symbolic rubbish? You know, for the sake of some fun, I was willing to listen. But this claims to present new forms, a new era in art. Well, frankly, the only new forms I see here are bad temper.
Everyone writes as he wants and as he can.
Oh, well, let him write as he wants and as he can. But tell him to leave me alone. And I'm not angry. I'm disappointed that a young man should spend his time so foolishly. But I didn't mean to hurt him.
Someone should really write a play about a school teacher and how he lives. You know, his life is just so hard.
Yes, so very true. Very true. But let's not talk about plays tonight.
Yeah.
It is an exquisite evening. Listen, everyone. It's music. Oh, you said it.
Oh, it's across the lake.
Good, sit by me. You know, 10, 15 years ago, right here on the lake, we would listen to music and sing it all night long, almost every night. I remember there were lots of noise and fireworks and the love affairs. So many love affairs. My conscience torments me. Oh, why did I hurt my poor boy? I'm very upset. Kostya! Darling! Kostya!
I'll go find him.
Would you? Oh, thank you.
Constantine! Hello? Constantine!
It's over.
Well, the author has departed. But here, come join us, dear girl.
Bravo!
You were wonderful. Really, with such a face and such a magnificent voice. It's a shame you bury yourself in the country. You know, you have talent. Believe me. And I think you're very, very good, and you ought to go up on the stage.
That's the dream, but that will never happen.
Oh, you never know. Here, allow me to introduce you. Trigorin Boris Alekovich.
I'm so thrilled. I've read all of your...
Oh, don't be shy. He may be somebody. But he's a simple soul. And you see, he's shy too.
I think I better open the coffee. It's a little spooky here.
It's a strange play, isn't it?
I didn't understand a word of it, but I must admit, I watched it with pleasure. You were so sincere, and the scenery was beautiful. Are there many fish in this lake?
Yes.
I love to fish. I can think of nothing more enjoyable than to sit on the bank on a beautiful evening with a fishing pole in my hand.
But as someone who has experienced the joy of creation, surely nothing else compares.
Don't do him that way. When people say nice things to him, he curls up inside himself.
Oh, it's time for me to go.
Oh.
Daddy?
Where are you going? Why so early? We won't let you go.
My father will be expecting me.
Oh, honestly, what a man. But it can't be helped. It's a shame. We have to let you go.
If only you knew how difficult it is for me to leave.
But someone should walk you home.
Oh, no.
Hey, do stay, please.
I can't.
But just an hour or two.
No, I mustn't. Bye.
Oh! She's such an unlucky girl. You know, they tell me that her late mother left her entire fortune, to her husband. And now he's leaving everything to his second wife. That little girl, she has nothing. It's disgraceful.
Yes. I mean, to be frank, her father, complete swine.
Okay, shall we go in, ladies and gentlemen? It's getting damp, and my legs are aching.
All right. Your poor old stiff legs, you could hardly walk. Come on, you unlucky old man.
Oh dear, that dog is howling again. Please, Ilya, would you be so kind to unchain her?
Sorry. Nothing I can do. I don't want thieves breaking into the barn. I left the cereal in there. As I was saying, he wasn't even a famous singer. He sang a whole octave lower. He was just a church choir member.
Yes. And how much does a church choir singer make?
Charlie, the next part's just Dorn's monologue, so I figure we can skip that.
Oh, no, run it. I want to get it.
I'll give you the last few words for the cue.
Nah, because I need the timing. Do the time. All right.
Now?
Yeah. Hey, you got this.
I don't know. Maybe I don't understand anything or I've lost my mind, but I liked the play. There was something about it. When that girl talked about loneliness and then when the red eyes of the devil appeared, my hands were shaking. Fresh. Innocent. Oh, here he comes. I want to say something nice to him.
No one's here?
I'm here.
Masha's looking for me everywhere. Intolerable creature.
Constantine, I liked your play very much. It's a bit strange, and I didn't hear the end, of course, but still it makes a strong impression on me. You're a talented man, you need to continue. Warmly shakes his hand and embraces him impulsively. What was I trying to say? You took a subject from the realm of abstract ideas. That seems right to me, because artistic creation certainly must express only great thoughts. To be beautiful, it must be serious. How pale you are.
You don't think I should give up then?
No. But you should portray only what is significant and permanent. You know, I've had a pretty interesting life. I'm happy. But if I felt just the slightest artistic impulse to create, I think I would shed my worldly existence and disappear into the ether.
Sorry, where's Nina?
And what's more, in any work of art, there must be a clear, definite purpose. You must be sure about what you're writing. Otherwise, if you stroll down this image-strewn path without any definite aim, you'll lose your way, and your talent will be the ruin of you.
Where is Nina?
She's gone home?
What the hell should I do? I want to see her. I must see her. I'm going.
Calm down, my friend.
I've got to go. I've got to get out of here.
Constantine, come home. Your mama's looking for you. She's worried.
Just tell her that I left. And please, everybody, leave me in peace. Leave me alone. Don't come looking for me.
But, my dear, you can't do this. It's not good.
Goodbye, Doctor. And thank you.
Sighing youth.
When people have nothing better to say, they say youth.
Takes the cigarette box from her and throws it into the bushes. I don't know how. Can you do it?
Yes, I can do it.
That is disgusting. Pause. I hear music from the house. I hear music from the house. Let's go in.
Wait a minute.
What?
I need to speak with you. I have to talk. I don't love my own father, but I feel close to you. I can't explain it, but I feel that you understand me. Help me. Help me, or I'm going to do something stupid, something crazy. I can't help it. Help me.
What? Help you how?
I'm suffering. No one knows how much I am suffering. I love Constantine.
How nervous everyone is. How fragile. And so much love. Oh, magical lake. But what can I do, my child? What can I do? What?
All right, guys, that was great. Fantastic. Going into Act 2, to transition.
All right. Let's stand up. Come. Stand up next to me. All right, now you are 22 years old, and I'm almost twice that. Dawn, which one of us looks younger? Which one of us looks younger?
You, of course.
There. You see? And why? Because I work. I'm constantly doing something. I'm constantly on the go. You just sit in one place, not really living. See, and I have a rule. Never think about the future. I never think about growing old or death. Whatever happens, happens.
Sings quietly. You tell her, my flowers.
I feel like I was born hundreds of years ago. I drag myself from one day to the next like an endless train. And most of the time I have no desire to live at all. Of course, this is all nonsense. Need to give myself a good shaking. Cut out all this whining.
You know, and when it comes to my appearance, I'm as fussy as an Englishman. I'm always tailored, always up to the mark, as they say. My hair and my dress are always comme il faut. Do you think I would ever leave the house, and even to go in the garden, with my hair a mess? And my house coat on? Never. And that's why I look as young as I do. I've never been lazy or sloppy like some people. No, look how light on my feet I am. I could play a girl of 15, really. No trouble at all.
Well, nevertheless, let me continue. We stopped at the grain merchant and the rats.
Yes, and the rats. Continue. You know what? Actually, let me. It's my turn. Okay, here we are And the rats. Here it is. And it should be understood that for women in society, to indulge novelists and seduce them is as dangerous as when a grain merchant allows rats to get into his barns. When a woman has selected a rider whom she desires to captivate, she besieges him with courtesies, compliments, with all of her charms, and he revels in these attentions. Well, that may be true for the French, but we Russian women, we do nothing of the kind. When we fall in love, we fall in love. Look at Tregorn and I. When I first saw him, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. And then I'd just turn into putty and I'd start to cry. You kind of see yourself.
Tell me, are we having fun today? We are having fun. You know, father and stepmother have gone, and now we have 3 whole free days.
Yes, I'm happy. They belong to you.
Isn't she adorable?
Well, nicely dressed. Interesting, you're a clever girl. Where's Boris?
He's by the swimming hole fishing.
Oh, he never seems to talk.
What are you reading?
Oh, Martha wants a float, my dear, but it is either uninteresting and it is untrue. Tell me, what is wrong with my son? Why? Why is he so depressed, so dark? He spends whole nights down by the lake, and I never see him.
He's hurting inside. Please, do some more from his play.
Are you sure you want me to? It's rather uninteresting.
Sorry, I lost that line a little bit. Can you repeat that?
Are you sure you want me to? It's rather uninteresting.
You should see him. When he reads something himself, his eyes burn and his face becomes pale. He has such a beautiful, sad voice, like a poet.
Pleasant dreams.
Petrusha, you fell asleep.
I did not.
When are you going to see the doctor? I'm not happy about this, brother.
Well, I'm glad to see a doctor. If our doctor here wanted to see me.
You should really go smoke.
Rubbish.
Must be time for lunch.
My foot fell asleep.
She'll put away 2 glasses of vodka before lunch.
Poor little thing, she's so unhappy.
Makes disparaging noise. Ha! Your Excellency.
You talk like a man who's done everything.
Can anything be more tedious than this sweet country boarding? I mean, it's hot. It's so quiet. And we don't do anything. We just sit at this table and talk. And it's very nice and it's very good for you, my friends. It's lovely here, but give me a hotel room. New lines to read for a new play. Oh, that would be heaven.
Absolutely, I totally understand.
Of course, it's better in the city. You have your own office. No one is let in unannounced. You have a telephone. You want to go somewhere? You call a cab in the street or something.
Yes, here's everybody. Good afternoon. Moi. Very happy to see you in good health. Moi. My wife tells me that you intend to go into town with her today. Is this true?
Yes.
Yes, well, it's only that we're bringing in the ride today. All the workers are busy, so too are the horses. So how exactly were you planning to get there?
How? How do I know how?
We do have carriage horses.
Carriage horses? Yes, fine. But what about harnesses? Where do you expect me to get harnesses? This is marvelous. This is incomprehensible. My dear lady, I am in awe of your talent. I am prepared to give you 10 years of my life, but I cannot give you any horses.
This is ridiculous. What if I was going to go into town today?
Most respected one, you do not seem to understand how to run a farm.
Oh, God. This is just crazy. What? I'm going to Moscow today, and I demand that you find horses for me from the village, or I will walk to the station on foot.
Well, in that case, I quit. Find yourself another manager.
Every summer I come here and I'm insulted. I'm never coming back here again.
Irina, exit right. Downstage right.
What impertinence. The devil only knows. I'm sick to death of this man. Bring that horses here now! Okay, let's go to my sister.
How funny it is to see a famous actress cry over something so silly. It's even funnier to see a famous writer, darling to the public, written about in all the newspapers, translated into foreign languages, and all she wants to do is fish. He was jumping for joy when he caught 2 little perches. I thought famous people were supposed to be serious and unapproachable, and that they held their hordes of admirers in contempt, and the brilliance of their fame made them even more glorious than royalty. But in reality, they laugh, they play cards, they go fishing, they get angry, just like the rest of us.
Hold. Where's the Seagull? And the gun, too. Where's the gun?
They've been missing since the top of the show.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
This show is called The Seagull, and we don't have a seagull? Just run with it. It's good.
Are you alone?
Alone? What is this supposed to mean?
I was cruel enough to kill this seagull today. I lay it at your feet.
What's the matter with you?
I intend to shoot myself one of these days, just like this.
I don't know you anymore.
Yes. That's because I don't know you anymore either. You've changed towards me. You're cold. My very presence upsets you.
You've become so irritable lately. You talk incomprehensible in symbols. And I suppose the seagull here also means something, but forgive me, I don't understand it. I must be too simple a person to understand you.
This started the night my play failed so completely. Women never forgive failure. I burned it. Every last page. I'm so unhappy you don't even know. When you're cold to me like this, I can't believe it. It scares me. It's like I woke up one morning and found the lake all dried up. You just said you're too simple to understand me. Well, what is there to understand? Nobody liked my play. You think my ideas are stupid. You see me as mediocre, insignificant, and nobody, like everybody else. Believe me, I understand. I understand all too well. I feel like I have a spike in my brain that is damning me and damning my pride. Damn it! Here comes the true genius. He walks like Hamlet.
See, he even has a little book in his hand. Words, words, words!
His sun hasn't even shone upon you, but you're already smiling. Your very gaze is melting in the heat of his rays. Well, excuse me. I'll get out of your way.
Prince always wears black. The school teacher's in love with her.
Hello, Trigorin.
Oh, can I get that just a little louder? Thank you.
Hello, Trigorin.
Oh, hello. There's been an unexpected turn of events. We're leaving today. And you and I haven't even gotten to know each other. That's a pity. It's so rare that I meet interesting young women your age, I forget what they're like. I can't remember anymore how people feel at 18, 19 years old. That's why the young women in my stories never quite ring true. I'd love to be in your shoes for 1 hour just to get to know how you think and what makes you tick.
And I would love to be in your shoes.
Why?
So that I can know how it feels like to be a famous, talented writer. What does fame feel like? What does it mean to you to be famous?
Mean? Probably nothing. I never thought about it that way. It's either one of two things. Either you exaggerate my fame, or I don't have any real feelings about it.
But you must read about yourself in the newspapers.
And when they praise me, it's nice. When they attack me, I'm depressed for 2 days.
Incredible. How I envy you, if only you knew. People's destinies are so different. Most people just drag along unnoticed. They're all alike and they're all so unhappy. And then there are others, like, for instance, you. You're 1 in a million. Your life turned out bright, full of meaning, you're interesting, you're happy.
I'm happy. You talk about fame, about good fortune, about some kind of bright, interesting life, but all of your nice words, they don't mean anything to me. Forgive me, they're like marmalade, which I never eat. You're very young and very nice, but you really...
But your life is so beautiful.
What's so beautiful about it? I've got to go now and write, excuse me. You hit a nerve, as they say. I'm starting to feel a bit agitated and even a little angry.
Sorry, ignore the lights. Just keep it going.
Well, all right. Let's talk. Let's talk about my bright, beautiful life. So where do I begin? Sometimes people get obsessive about things, ideas. Like a man who, let's say, can't stop thinking about the moon, staring at it. I have a moon of my own. All I think about day and night is having to write. I have to write. I must write. I must. I finished one story, and I'm already drawn to write another, and then a third, and after that, a fourth. I write without stopping. Like an express train, it's the only way I know how. What's so bright and beautiful about that? See, right now I'm here with you. I'm all worked up, and I can't stop thinking about the story I'm working on right now. I look up at the sky. A cloud resembles a grand piano. I think, yes, I could use that in a story somewhere. A floating cloud looks like a grand piano. I smell a heliotrope. Immediately, I make a mental note. Sickly sweet smell. Widow's color. Mention it in the description of a summer evening. I angle for every word or phrase you say. Then I snatch it up and lock it in with all the other phrases and words in my secret literary stash. Maybe it'll come in handy. When I finish work, I run to the theater or go fishing. I try to relax, forget myself for a moment, but oh no, my brain's already churning with the next idea. And I rush back to my desk, not breathing until I've written it down. It's always like this. There's never any peace for me, and I feel as if I'm destroying my whole life. In order to give some honeyed petals before my readers, I rip out my own flowers and leave the roots to rot. You must think I'm crazy. My best friends think I'm crazy. What gifts will you bestow upon us next? What are you writing? Always the same, always the same. And it seems to me that all their flattery, the praise, and it's all a lie. They're deceiving me as if I were a sick old man. And in those first years, my best years when I first started writing, it was endless torture for me. Even now, I don't know my audience, but I see him as unfriendly and disdainful. I'm afraid of my public. They terrify me. And when my play was first produced, I imagined all the brunettes in the audience were hostile. And the blondes were coldly indifferent. Oh, it was agony. Utter torture.
Excuse me, I bet the creative process, the sheer inspiration gives you sublime happy moments.
Yes. When I write, it's pleasant, and I like editing. But before it's barely left the printers, I see that it's not right, that it shouldn't have been written at all, that it's one giant mistake. And I feel like a worthless idiot. And the public reads it. Yes, nice, talented, but he's no Tolstoy. Or beautiful work, but Turgenev's Fathers and Sons is so much better. Until I die, it will always be nice and talented, that's it. And on my tombstone, it will be engraved, "Here lies Trigorin. He was a nice writer, but he was no Turgenev."
Forgive me, just don't accept all this. You're just simply too spoiled by your success.
God, what is going on? Sorry, actors, just keep it going.
What success? I never liked myself. I'm never satisfied with what I write. Worst of all is when I'm in a kind of trance and I don't even know what I'm writing. In the end, I feel like I can only paint landscapes. And everything else, I'm false to the core.
You work too hard and you have neither the time nor inclination to recognize your self-importance. That's all right, you can be dissatisfied with yourself. But if I were a writer like you, I would devote my whole life to my readers. And in return, I would expect that it's in their good fortune, indeed their happiness, to raise me above them and carry me off in a chariot.
Wow. A chariot. What am I, Agamemnon?
If I were a artist like you, I would put up with petty dislikes, deprivations, disappointments. I would live in a garret and only eat stale bread. Yes, put up and suffer from my own insecurities and own awareness of my misfortunes, but in return, I would demand fame. Genuine, resounding fame! Oh, sorry, my head's spinning.
Horace?
They're calling me. Probably to pack up. Now I don't feel like leaving. Just look at this place. Isn't it amazing? Beautiful.
You see that house and garden across the lake?
Yes.
That used to be my mother's house. I was born there. Spent my whole life by this lake, and I know every inch of it.
What a wonderful spot. What's this?
Oh, it's a seagull. Constantine killed it. What are you writing?
Just making a note. An idea for a short story. A young girl has lived on the shores of a lake all her life, like you. She loves the lake, like a seagull, and is happy and free as a seagull. But by chance, a man comes along, and for no particular reason destroys her. Just like the seagull here.
Forrest, where are you?
Coming! What?
We are staying.
It's a dream.
Okay, so, pretty good, guys, pretty good. You know, a few hiccups along the way, but I'm sure we'll get it down. I'll tell you what, let's take a 10 now, yeah?
10.
Take a 10, bio break, whatever it needs to be. That goes for the designers, producers as well. If you guys want to take a 10, that's cool. Right now it's 8:41. Let's get back by 8:51, yeah? Okay, wonderful.
8:51.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's get this transition going. All right, we're back. Okay, everybody. Going into Act 3. Break a leg, Joe.
I'm telling you all of this because you're a writer. You can use it if you want.
I'll be honest, if he had actually hurt himself, I don't think I could have lived for another minute. But I'm trying to be brave. I've made up my mind once and for all. I will tear this love from my heart. I'll tear it out by the roots.
How? How will you do that?
I will get married to Medvedenko.
To the school teacher?
Yes.
I don't understand. Why do you need to do that?
Loving without hope. Constantly waiting for something to happen years on end. When I am married, there'll be no more time for love. I will have new cares to drown out the old. Anyways, it'll be a change, you know. Shall we have another?
Do you think we should?
Oh, come on. Oh, don't look at me like that. Women drink more than you think. Yes, a few do openly like I do, but most of them do it in secret. Yes, and it's always vodka or cognac. Cheers. You are a nice man. It is a shame you're leaving.
be honest, I don't want to leave.
Then tell her to stay.
No, she won't stay. Kostya's acting like a crazy man. First he tries to shoot himself. Now I hear he wants to challenge me to a duel?
And what for?
He complains, snarling all the time, going on about new forms, but there's plenty of room for all of us. The new and the old. What's the fight about?
Well, it's jealousy, too.
But it's none of my business.
My school teacher isn't very smart. But he's a good man. Humble, and he really loves me. I feel sorry for him. And I feel sorry for his poor old mother. Well, permit me to wish you all the best. Remember me kindly. I'm very grateful to you for your interest. Send me your books and do sign them, please. Only don't write the usual, dear madam, but simply, to Masha. Origin unknown. And no purpose in life. Goodbye.
Odd or even?
Even.
There's only one pebble. I'm trying to decide if I should become an actress or not. If only someone would tell me.
Nobody can advise you about that.
So you're leaving. You'll never see each other again, probably. I would like you to take this little medallion as a keepsake. I wrote your initials at the front and the title of your book, Days and Nights, on the other side.
How delightful. A lovely gift.
Remember me? Sometimes?
I will remember. I will remember you as you were on that clear day. Do you remember? A week ago, you wore that light-colored dress. We were talking. The white seagull was lying on the bench between us.
Yes, the seagull.
Please.
They're coming. Before you leave, let me have 2 minutes. Please.
You know what? I'm going to die this weekend here alone.
Oh, my dear
You
old
won't be
man.
here.
Just stay at home. Who are you going to be paying visits to with your rheumatism?
My old friends.
Who is that just left? Nina?
Yes?
Pardon. We interrupted.
Days and Nights, page 121, lines 11 and 12.
Shall I pack the fishing gear?
Yes, I still need them. But give the books to someone.
Will do.
Page 121, lines 11 and 12. What are those lines? Do you have my books here in the house?
Yes. They're in my brother's den at the corner bookcase.
Page 121, lines 11 and 12.
Really, Hector. You should stay at home.
You are leaving. And I'll be bored without you here.
And what's so interesting in the city?
Well, nothing much, but all the same. I just want to spend some hours out of here. I feel like an old fish from the lake.
Oh, I wish you would just stay. Just stay here and try not to get bored or catch a cold. And look after my son. Take care of him. Just keep him sensible. Here I am, I'm leaving, and I don't know by Constantine taught himself, but I have a feeling that it's jealousy, and the sooner that I get Trigorin away from here, the better.
Okay. How do I put this? There are other reasons. It's understandable. A young, intelligent man living in the country, in the backwoods, really, without any money, without any position, without any future. He has nothing to do. And he's ashamed and scared of his own uselessness. Listen, I love him very much, and I feel he's very attached to me. But the truth, he doesn't belong here. Like a parasite living from charity. It's understandable. His self-esteem.
Am I ever going to be free of this? What if he got a desk job somewhere?
What? No. What if you were to give him a little money? Listen, the first thing we have to do is make him look like a person. He's been wearing the same raggedy suit for 3 years? He doesn't even have an overcoat. Would it be so strange if he had the chance to have a little fun? Like a trip abroad, for example. Doesn't have to be so expensive.
Oh, a trip abroad. I could do a suit, but a trip abroad? You know what? I can't even do a suit right now. I have no money. None.
Okay. If you say so. Sorry, my dear. My dear, don't be angry. Listen.
I don't have any money.
I know. It's understandable. I believe you. If I had any money, I would give it to him. But I don't. I have nothing. Zero. Not a bean. It's this manager who has taken my whole pension and spent it in farming, cattle breeding, and it's all gone. Gone to waste. Bees are freezing, cows are dying, and the fucking horses are never available!
I have money. But you know, I'm an actress. The costumes alone, they ruined me.
Yeah, you're so kind, my dear. And I respect you, okay? But, oh my goodness.
Ketchup! Oh my God! Ketchup! Somebody help!
My head is
Somebody help!
spinning.
He's going to faint!
Don't worry, Mama. This happens to Uncle from time to time. It's nothing dangerous.
Nothing.
Uncle?
I'm okay.
Uncle, you need to lie down.
Yes. Lie down. But I still go. I will lie down, and then I will go.
Okay, big step. Okay.
Okay. It's understandable, huh?
Okay. Here's a riddle for you. Okay. In the morning, what goes on 4 legs? At noon on 2, and in the evening on 3.
I know it, and lies on its back at night. Okay.
Don't stand on ceremony with me.
You frightened me to death.
It's not healthy for him to live in the country. He's depressed. Mama, if you were to feel a little generous and loan him 1.5 or 2,000 rubles, he could live in town for a whole year.
I don't have any money. Yeah, I'm an actress, not a baker.
Mama, please change my bandage. You do it so well.
Well, the doctor's late.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here at 10, but already it's noon.
Give it to me.
Come, sit.
You look like you're wearing a turban. You know, the other day there was a visitor in the kitchen. They asked what nationality you were. It's almost completely healed. Just a little scar remains. Now, promise me, when I'm gone, there'll be no more bang bang again.
No. Mama, that was a moment of weakness. Sheer madness. I wasn't able to control myself. But it won't happen again. You have such golden hands. Yeah, I remember many years ago that you were still working at the State Theater. I was little then. There was a fight in the courtyard of our building. Someone was violently beating up a woman. Do you remember? They picked her up unconscious. You went right to her. Brought her medicine. Washed her kids in the wash tub. Don't you remember?
No.
There were two ballerinas who lived in the same building. They used to come to our place and drink coffee.
I remember them.
They were so religious.
Yeah.
You know, these past few days I've loved you as tenderly and devotedly as when I was a child. There's no one left for me now, except you. But, tell me, why has this man come between us?
Oh, Constantine, you don't understand him. He's a noble man.
Oh, yes, noble. But I noticed when they told him I was going to challenge him to a duel, his nobility didn't keep him from playing the coward. He's leaving. He's making a gutless retreat.
Don't be silly. I'm the one taking him from here. You know, I understand you're uncomfortable with our relationship, but you are an intelligent and sophisticated man, and I demand that you respect my freedom.
Oh, I respect your freedom, but you must allow me the freedom to think of him any way I please. A noble person. Here we are, almost fighting over him, and he's somewhere in the living room or the garden, laughing at the pair of us, working on Nina, trying to convince her he's a genius.
I truly believe that you enjoy hurting me. I respect that man. And I'm asking you to speak well of him when you are in my presence.
Yeah, but I don't respect him. You'd like me to consider him a genius, but forgive me, I cannot lie. His writing makes me sick.
That's just envy. With untalented, pretentious people, there's nothing left but to speak ill of the genuinely gifted. That must be some consultation.
The genuinely gifted. I am more gifted than all of you put together. You old-fashioned hacks, you only believe in your own work. And when the truly innovative, young, talented artists come along, you try to suffocate them. Well, I do not acknowledge any of you. I do not acknowledge you or him.
You arrogant!
Go back to your darling theater and act in your pathetic third-rate plays.
I have never been in a third-rate play. How dare you! You couldn't even write a vaudeville act, you provincial parasite!
Miser!
Beggar! And a nobody! You're a nobody! Don't cry! Why are you crying? Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. You're dreadful, mother.
If only you knew. I've lost everything. I can't write anymore. She doesn't love me. Everything I hope for is gone.
It'll be all right. There. I'm going to take him away from you. Yes? And she will fall in love with you again. Don't worry. There. We're friends again. Yes?
Yes, Mama.
Just make up with him. There's no reason to fight a duel now, is there?
Fine. Only, please don't let me see him again. It's more than I can bear. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I'm leaving. Don't worry, the doctor will put on another bandage later.
Page 121.
Lines 11 and 12 here. if you ever need my life, come and take it.
They'll be bringing the horses in a minute.
If you ever need my life, come and take it.
I trust you're all packed.
Yes, yes. Why does this appeal from such a pure soul touch me so deeply? Let's just stay. Let's stay one more day.
Darling, I know why you want to stay. But get a hold of yourself, yes? You're a little drunk. Sober up.
You be sober too. Be reasonable. Be a good friend to me. I know you're capable of sacrifice. Be my friend. Let me go.
Are you that far gone?
I feel drawn to her. Maybe this is what I need.
The love of a farm girl. Oh, how little you know yourself.
Sometimes people walk and talk in their sleep. That's how I feel. I'm talking to you, but I'm dreaming of her. And these sweet, marvelous dreams are taking hold of me. Let me go.
No. 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 I'm an ordinary woman. And I must ask you not to talk to me this way. Please, Boris, don't torture me. I'm terrified.
You can be extraordinary if you want. Love is young, delightful, poetic. And once again, it's filling me with hope and dreams. I just know that you can be my good luck charm. Only she can bring me happiness. When I was young, there was no time. I was so busy chasing after editors, wrestling with poverty. Now, finally, here she is. My love has come. How can I run away from her?
You lost your mind?
Maybe.
Oh, why is everyone conspiring to torture me to death?
Oh, she doesn't understand. She doesn't want to understand.
Am I so old and ugly that you could talk to me this way about another woman? Oh, you've lost your mind, my beautiful, amazing. You're the last chapter of my life. You're my joy, my happiness, my pride. If you leave me, even for a moment, I won't survive. I'm going to lose my mind. My wonderful, amazing, extraordinary lover. Oh, my king.
Someone will come in.
Let him. I'm not afraid of the love that I have for you. You want to behave like a raving maniac, but I won't let you. Because you're mine. You're mine. This forehead, it's mine. These eyes are mine. This beautiful hair, it's all mine. All mine. You're so talented. So intelligent. You're the best of all our contemporary writers. This country can't do without you. You're smart and clever, funny, sensible. With one stroke, you create the poetry of a landscape. You'll characters are so alive, and to read you, it's to be enraptured. Do you think I'm flattering you? Am I flattering you? Look at me! Look! Do I look like a liar? Look! I'm the only one who understands you. I'm the only one who will tell you the truth. My magnificent magician. Can you go? Really, really, can you leave?
I have no will of my own. Never have had. I'm inert and spineless. I always give in. Is that really what women like? All right. Take me. Carry me off. Only don't let me out of your sight.
But you know, darling, if you really want to stay, I can go and you can come in a week. I mean, really, what's the hurry?
No. Let's go together.
As you wish. Together, yes. Together. Oh, what are you writing?
I heard a useful phrase this morning. Virgin forest. It'll come in handy. So we're off again. More railway carriages, stations, buffets, meal templates, conversations.
I have the honor to announce, with great regret, that the horses are ready. It is time, dear lady, to head to the station. The train will arrive at 5 minutes past 2.
You can't be late.
I'll walk on ahead to the station to see you off. It won't be long.
Goodbye, my dears, and if we're alive and healthy, we'll see each other again in the summer. And remember me. Here's a ruble. Here's a ruble for the two of you. Yes, here you go. Oh, where's Constantine? I have to leave and I want to say goodbye to him. Remember me fondly.
If you drop us a line or two, we'd be delighted.
I forgot my book. Oh, I think it's on the terrace. You. We were just leaving.
I knew we'd see each other again. Mr. Tregorin? I made up my mind. The die is cast. Going on the stage. By tomorrow I'll be gone. I'm leaving my father, I'm leaving everything, I'm starting a new life. I'm going to Moscow. Just like you. Maybe we can meet sometime?
Meet me at this hotel. Let me hear from you immediately. I've got to go.
Just one more minute.
You are so beautiful. I'm so happy that I'll see you again. I'll see these lovely eyes, this inexpressibly beautiful smile, this angelic face. My darling,
Okay, that acted went relatively well. That was pretty good. All right, guys. Arthur.
Yeah.
This transition is still a little. I don't know. We got to work on this a little bit more. Let's get to. Let's just bring out the fire pits. Yeah. For now? Ashley, can you? Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wait. On top of her shit, man. She knows what she's doing.
I got it. Try that again.
Fantastic. Let me know when you got those in. Cool.
Charlie, we
Yeah.
just have one more preset.
Okay. Thank you. Good.
Good? All set?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We're ready, Charlie.
Actors in places?
Yeah.
Wonderful. On your own time.
Constantine! Constantine! He's not here. The old man is constantly asking, where's Kostya? Where's Kostya? He cannot live without her.
He's afraid of being alone. Terrible weather. It's been like this 2 days in a row.
There are waves on the lake. Huge one.
It's dark in the garden. We should tell them to take down the stage, just standing there, bare and abandoned. The curtain's flap in the wind. When I went past it last night, it sounded like someone was crying. Mosh, let's go home.
No, I'll stay here tonight.
Masha, let's go. Our baby must be hungry.
Never mind, Matryona will feed him.
That's really a shame. This will be the third night running without his mother.
You're so boring lately. You used to have something to say, at least, but no, it's nothing but baby and home. That's all we ever hear these days.
Masha, let's go.
Go yourself.
Your father won't let me have a horse.
Yes, he will. Ask him, and he'll do it.
Well, I suppose I could. You'll be home tomorrow?
Yes. Yes. Tomorrow. Oh, you're driving me crazy.
So, I'm going. Farewell, Masha. Farewell, Constantine.
No one ever thought you'd be a real writer close enough.
Look at you now, thank God. You're even getting money from the journals.
Leave him alone.
Line.
You don't have a line, you just simply exit.
Now you've made him angry. Do you have to bother him?
Goodbye, my shop.
What's this pain? Must be depressed.
I know how to love belongs in novels. Total rubbish! You can't sit around constantly hoping that something will happen. If you start to feel love in your heart, you've got to get rid of it. Promised to transfer Medvedenko to another school district. Once we are there, I will forget everything. I will tear this love from my heart by the roots. The main thing for me is not to see him. Only Medvedenko's transfer comes through, then in 1 month I will completely forget him. It's all so silly.
We have 6,000 feet now. The pound is 70 kopecks in the bag.
That's the way it goes, I'm afraid.
It's easy for you to laugh. You're rolling in money.
Money from 30 years of practice. A difficult practice, mind you. When I didn't have a moment to myself, night or day, I managed to save just 2,000, and I spent it all on a trip abroad. I have nothing.
You haven't left yet?
How can I? They won't give me a horse!
I wish to God I had never laid eyes on you.
My God, this place... My God, this place has changed.
Constantine likes it better this way. He can go out to the garden to think whenever he likes.
Where is my sister?
She went to the station to meet Trigorin. She'll be right back.
So, if you have to send for my sister, that means I am seriously ill. You know what's funny? I am seriously ill, but I am still not getting any medicine.
What do you want? Aspirin? Bicarb? Cough syrup? Just tell me.
Here he goes again. Can you see? Like, how can I stand this?
The moon floats along the night sky.
You know, I have a plot for a short story for Kostya. It has to be called The Man Who Wanted. L'homme qui a voulu. You know, voulu. When I was younger, I wanted to be a writer, but I never did. I wanted to speak beautifully, but I never could. I mean, listen to me. As it were, and so on and so forth, this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. I babbled on and on until I ran out of words. I wanted to get married, but I never did. No. I wanted to live in the city, but I'm gonna die here in the country. And so on and so forth.
You wanted to be a state counselor, and you did.
Ha! I never wanted that. Just happened to me.
To be filled with regrets at 62, you have to admit, that's pretty useless.
You never let him do it. Don't you understand? I want to leave.
It's just ridiculous. Everybody must die. It's the law of nature.
You talk like a man who's done everything, who's been everywhere, who has no regrets. But you will be afraid to die, just like I am.
Fear of death is just an animal emotion. You have to get rid of it. The only people who fear death are those who believe in an afterlife because they're afraid of being punished for their sins, but you don't believe in an afterlife in the first place. And in the second place, what sins have you ever committed? You worked in a government office for 25 years, that's all.
28.
We are keeping Constantine from working.
Not at all.
By the way, where is Nina now? Where is she? And how is she doing?
Probably fine.
I hear she's supposed to be living some kind of peculiar life. What's going on?
Long story, Doctor.
Make it a short one.
She ran away from home and took up with Tregorn. Had you heard this?
No.
Hold. The line is yes, Ashley. Just take it from she ran away.
She ran away from home and took up with Tregorn. Had you heard this?
Yes.
She had a child, and the child died. Tregorn stopped loving her and returned to his previous attachment, no surprise to anyone. In truth, he never really left his previous attachment, so he was cheating on them both. Typical. As far as Nina's personal life is concerned, I think it's a disaster.
And on the stage?
Oh, worse still. She debuted in a theater outside of Moscow, then left for a tour of the provinces. At the time, I kept right up with her. Wherever she went, I went too. She took on all the big roles, but she acted crudely with no sensitivity, lots of shrieking and awkward gestures. There were moments when you could see her talent, when she was crying or dying, but those were moments only.
So, when all is said and done, is there any talent?
Hard to say. Probably. I used to go watch her act, but she refused to see me. I knew how she must have felt, so I didn't insist. Well, what else can I tell you? I finally came back here, and she started writing to me. They were interesting letters. Warm, intelligent. She didn't complain, but I could feel that she was deeply unhappy. Every line seemed forced. Line.
And her mind seemed a little confused.
And her mind seemed a little confused. She signed her name the Seagull. You know, just like in Pushkin's Rusalka, when the miller keeps saying she's a crow, she'd say she's a seagull. She's here now, actually.
What do you mean here?
Oh, in town, at the local hotel. I wanted to go see her, and, Masha actually did go, but she wouldn't see anybody. Nedadeko here swears he saw her walking in a field yesterday, not far from here.
Yes, I saw her. She was walking towards town. I said hello. I asked if she would be coming to see us, and she said she would.
She won't. Her father and stepmother won't have anything to do with her. They even hired guards to keep her away from the house. It's a lot easier, Doctor, to make sense on paper than it is real life.
She was a lovely girl.
Pardon?
Lovely. I say, she was lovely. Even State Councilor Sorin was a little bit in love with her at the time.
You old goat.
That sounds like that. Oh, they're back from the station.
Yes, I hear Mama.
We all keep getting older, more weather-beaten and worn down. But you, dear lady, are always young. A bright-colored blouse. Liveliness. Gracefulness.
Yes, I think you're trying to jinx me.
Hello? What's this about you being ill? That's not good. Masha.
You remembered me.
Did you ever get married?
Oh, yes, long ago.
Happy?
Your mother tells me you aren't mad at me anymore.
Oh, yes, and Trevor, I want the magazine with your story in it.
Many thanks. You're very kind.
Your admirers send their regards. In Petersburg and Moscow, there's a lot of talk about you, and everyone asks me about you. What's he like? How old, even what your hair color is? For some reason, people think you're older than you are, and since you publish under a pen name, nobody knows who you are. You're an enigma, like the man in the metal mask.
Dude, the man in the iron mask.
Sorry.
Okay, just take it from for some reason.
For some reason, people think you're older than you are. Since you publish under a pen name, nobody knows who you are. You're an enigma, like the man in the iron mask.
Are you staying long?
No, I have to go back to Moscow tomorrow, actually. Working on a story. And I promised I'd contribute something to an anthology. Never changes, does it? This weather seems to be against me. Tomorrow morning, if it calms down, I'll try to do some fishing by the lake. By the way, I really need to take a closer look here at the garden where you did your play. Got a good idea for a story about it.
Papa, give my husband a horse. He has to go home.
Give him a horse, Papa. Look, they just came back from the station. They can't go out again.
For heaven's sake, there are other horses. Oh, what's the point?
Ma! I'll walk. It's fine.
Walk in this weather.
The winter cube. Winter cube.
Jesus.
It's only...
Please, everyone, let's come.
It's only 4 miles. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't mean to be trouble, but it's just, it's the baby. Farewell!
Don't worry. He'll make it. Who does he think he is, a general?
No, not the gunshot yet.
Please, everyone, let's get started. Dinner will be ready soon, but we don't want to waste time. You know, every autumn, when the evenings start to get long, we always come to this table and play Lotto. Look, this is the same Lotto set our dear mother used to use when we were children. Would you like to play until dinner? It's a boring old game, but you know what? It's fun to get used to it. Of course, yeah.
No, thanks. I think I'll take a walk.
Right, well, the steak is 10 kopecks. Would you put in for me, doctor?
At your service, madam.
Is everyone in?
Yes.
All right, then here we go. 22. Oh. 3. In keys. You got 3? 8. Oh, 81. 10.
Slow down.
I was such a success in Chekhov, really. I mean, my head is still spinning. 34. In the students, they gave me a standing ovation. 3 baskets of flowers, 2 bouquets. Oh, and this.
That's quite something.
50. Just 50? Yep. But, you know, I look gorgeous, and I have to admit I know how to dress.
Constantine's playing.
Poor boy, he's so depressed.
The reviewers have not been kind to him.
Oh, 77. Well, why does he read that?
He's unlucky. Can't seem to find his own voice. One moment it's strange, vague, then it becomes gibberish. Pure ravings. Not one living character.
11. Sorry. Are you bored? Oh, he's asleep.
State Counselor Soren is sleeping.
7. Oh, 90.
If I lived here by the lake, would I be able to write? No. I think I'd be too obsessed with fishing all the time.
28.
To catch a perch. Bliss.
I don't know. I believe in Constantine. He's onto something. I know it. He thinks in vivid, colorful images, and they really touch me. The only crime is that His stories go on with no clear-cut point. He begins with just an atmosphere, and then they sort of trail off. And let's face it, you can't get too far on just atmosphere. Irina, are you glad your son is a writer?
I haven't really read any of his work. There just never seems to be enough time.
26.
By the way, Trigorin, we still have that thing of yours.
What thing?
That seagull that Constantine shot one time. You asked me to have it stuffed.
I did. I don't remember that.
66.
Ow! 1.
How dark it is. I feel so restless. I don't know why.
Constantine, leave the curtains open. I want to see the view.
Oh, 88.
I win.
Oh,
Bravo!
you would not believe the luck that this man has. But let's eat, everyone. Our celebrity hasn't eaten all day. Constantine, put down your writing and come eat.
No thanks, I'm not hungry.
As you wish. Hey, Soren, dinner? Yes? I have to tell you about the rest of my reception.
Oh, here's that thing I was telling you about earlier.
Funny, I don't remember that. No, I don't remember at all.
Oh, you don't take this?
We'll start with the description. No, we'll start with the hero waking up to the sound of rain. Get rid of all the rest. The description of the moonlit night is so cliche. It's easy for Trigorin. With him, the neck of the bottle glitters on the dam, and the mill wheel creates a dark shadow. And voila! He's got his moonlit night. But I have to have a flickering light, quiet twinkling stars, the distant sound of a piano dying out in the fragrant night air. Oh God, it's agonizing. No, it's not a question of old or new forms, but what comes from a man's soul. What's that? Who's there? Nina? Nina, it's you! It's you! Oh, I've just had a feeling all day. It's been awful. Oh, my dear, my darling.
Someone is here.
No one is here.
No, let's talk somewhere else.
No one is here.
I know Irina's here. Let's go.
Here, don't be frightened. No one will come here.
Let me look at you. It's so lovely here. Have I changed a lot?
Yes, you've gotten thinner. Nina, it's so strange to see you. Why wouldn't you let me come visit you? Several times a day I went to visit you. I stood under your window like a poor beggar.
I was afraid that you hated me. Every night I would dream that you looked at me and didn't recognize me. If only you knew. Ever since I got here, I've been coming out just to walk around the lake, and I passed by this house so many times I just couldn't bring myself to come in. Let's sit. We'll sit and talk and talk. So cozy here. Listen. The wind. There's a passage in Turgenev. Happy is he who has a roof over his head and a warm cornet to rest on such nights. I'm the seagull. No, that's not right. What did I start to say? It doesn't matter.
Oh, Nina, please don't cry.
No, it's
Nina.
nothing. I have to do this. I haven't cried in 2 years. Last night, I came out near late just to see if our theater was still there. And it is. I started crying for the first time in 2 years, and suddenly I felt so much better. Look, I'm not crying anymore. We've become a writer. You're a writer. I'm an actress. We've been sucked into this whirlpool together. I was so happy as a child. I would wake up every morning and sing. I was in love with you. I was in love with fame. And now? Tomorrow morning I have to catch a train to Yelets, 3rd class, with the peasants, and in Yelets I have to put up with the attention of the disgusting businessmen who claim to love art. Horrible.
Why Yelets?
The theater hired me for the whole winter. It's time for me to go.
Nina! I cursed you. I hated you. I tore up your letters and photographs. But I realized that our souls are tied forever. I can't not love you, Nina. I just can't. Ever since you left, ever since I saw my first story in print, oh, my life has been unbearable. My youth got snatched away, and I feel like I'm 90 years old already. I call your name. I kiss the ground you walk on. Everywhere I turn, I see your face. I see that tender smile which used to shine on me in the best years of my life.
Why are you telling me all this?
I'm all alone. There's no one left for me now. I'm so cold. It's like I live in a cave, and everything I write is dead. Stay here with me, Nina. Please, or let me come with you. Nina, why? For God's sake, Nina, don't leave me!
Hendrik is nearby. I want to go by myself. Don't come with me. Can I get a drink of water?
Where are you going now?
To town. Is your mother here?
Oh, yes. Uncle took a turn for the worst on Thursday. We sent for her to come.
Why did you say that you kissed the ground I walk on? I ought to be killed. I'm so tired. I want to rest. I just want to rest. I'm the Seagull. No, it's not right. I'm an actress. That's it. He's here too. He is, isn't he? He never believed in the theater. He laughed at all of my dreams, and little by little I stopped believing in them too. All the emotional stress, the jealousy. I was so afraid for the baby. I became so petty, worthless really. My acting was so amateurish. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I couldn't control myself on stage. I couldn't control my voice. You have no idea how horrible it is when you know you're acting badly. I'm the Seagull. No, that's not right. Do you remember the seagull you shot? A man comes along and destroys her life because he has nothing better to do. A subject for a short story. No. What did I start to say? Yes, I was talking about the theater. But it's different now. I'm the real thing. I'm an actress. And when I'm on stage, I act with delight, with rapture. It's as if I'm intoxicated on stage, and I feel so beautiful. And ever since I got here, walking on hours on end, thinking and thinking, I've begun to feel my soul coming back. I know now. I understand, Constantine, that in our business, it doesn't matter if it's acting or writing, but the most important thing is not fame or brilliance that I always dreamed about, but it's the ability to endure, to keep going, and believe. I believe, and it helps, and if I think about my own calling, that I'm not afraid anymore.
You found your way in life. You know where you're heading. But I don't know what my calling is. I just go wandering around in a chaos of dreams and images. I don't know what my work is good for or who needs it.
It's time for me to go. Goodbye. But when I become a great actress, come watch me act, won't you? Now I can't barely stand. I'm too tired. I'm too hungry.
Well, stay. I'll get you something to eat.
No. I want to go by myself. So she brought him with her. Oh, what difference does it make? When you see Trigorin, don't say anything. I love him. I love him more than ever. More than before. A subject for a short story. I love him. I love him to despair. Things were so lovely back then, Constantine. Do you remember? We thought life was bright, shining, joyful. It was like those gentle, graceful flowers. Remember? People, lions, eagles, quail, you horned deer, you spiders, you wordless fish that live beneath the waves. You starfish, and those that cannot be seen with our eyes. All living things, all living things have completed their rounds and have died out. Already thousands of centuries have passed since the earth has borne one living creature, and the poor moon shines her light in vain. No longer do the cranes awaken the meadow, no longer do the maybugs sing in the linden groves.
Just like I thought, a bubble of ether exploded.
Oh, that scared me. It reminded me of when everything went black.
I read a very interesting article lately, a letter from America. I'd like your thoughts. Take Irina away from here quickly. Constantine just shot himself.
Okay, that was you know, that was a show. That was a show, guys. Good job. You know, there's always dress, right? There's always dress. Got a few kinks to iron out, but that was good stuff, guys. That was good. Hey, you guys. Home? Yeah, you're free to go. You guys are great job,
Thank
guys.
you.
Hey.
Thanks.
Of course, guys. Okay.
Yeah.